Hello everyone. I'm going to show you my wild simulated ginseng project I've been doing. I started this 2 years ago, and we are at one of my 2-year patches right here. As you can see, all the green things right through here, all the way over there, up around the tree. All these little green things. This is ginseng. All these are ginseng. I planted all these 2 years ago, so 2 winters ago. I planted about 3,000. They done really good. So I decided this past winter to order 11 pounds, which is around 80 to 100,000 seeds. And it took forever to plant them. So I'm just going to show you some of my 2-year stuff, and then we'll start heading over that way, and we will get to the 1 year, the new sproutings from this past winter. We'll get to those, and I haven't even seen them yet. This will be the first time I've seen them and the first time you guys have seen it. So I'm going to show you here. You can see they're all everywhere through here, but I'm going to show you kind of the method of what you do. As you can see, I'm on a hillside. They like to be on a hillside. They like to be north to northwest facing. But what you do is you take a leaf rake and you rake your leaves down the hill. These leaves piled up down here. And you can either push your seeds slightly in the ground and just barely dust dirt over them, and you can do that manually like this, or you can just take a handful of seeds and just spread them out on the ground like grass seed. Then you take your leaves and just make a good cover, and you want it to look just like the rest of the forest floor, because this is its natural habitat. We're in the Appalachian Mountains. This stuff grows wild here. It's in perfect conditions for it. I'm gonna grab the camera and we're gonna start walking. I'm gonna actually show you the difference here in the roots. Get the camera out of the tree. Okay, so let's find a good example. So right here, this guy right here. See how it branches? That's a 2-year root. That's a clear sign of a 2-year root. It forks and has 2 leaf pods on it. Leaf clusters, whatever you want to call them. And then this just looks just like a regular 1-year root, really. A lot of these looks like 1-year roots, but they're not. They are 2 years old. This will be the second season for them. Some of them, though, will come up just bigger, like this one, with just bigger leaves during the 2 year. Another example, just 3 leaves, but those leaves are pretty big. And I've always got my dogs with me. That's one of them, that's Gunner. Now these are all 2-year roots, and we'll walk over here and show you another patch. And I kind of plant them in patches, spread them out. Don't put your eggs in one basket. Here's some more 2-year roots. But most time, like 3-year roots you're going to pretty much have that 5-leaf cluster and for sure 2 branches. So most of these in 3 years will be branched by then. It's a slow go. It's 5 to 7 years, and normally it's about 7 years or longer. So it's a waiting game more than anything. So you come out here like now in the spring, make sure all your plants are covered. Where you're on a hillside, the rain will beat the leaves down. So it kind of wants to wash the leaves down, sort of. So you have to come back and spread some leaves here and there. So we're going to continue on, and we're going to head that way and head more towards the north. And I'll see you in a minute. Okay, I do want to show you too. I'm walking about the edge of a field line. I'm in the middle of nowhere. Nobody knows about this ginseng. I'm the only one that has ever laid eyes on this. But I'm actually on a game trail right now. You can see that. game trail goes right up through here. It actually heads kind of towards the ginseng. But instead of stepping on this briar and branches, step over it. Leave all briars and stuff. I mean, these green briars right here will tear you up, but I'm gonna try to just step over them. The harder it is for me to get in, the harder it's gonna be for somebody to come steal it. So keep in mind, ginseng is probably still the most valuable herb in the world, most valuable root. Okay, and here we are at a 1 year this year. At the top of the patch, it looks like it's come up. So we got ginseng. It goes between these trees and goes all the way down through there to where that tree's across, and all along this old rotted tree. Ginseng everywhere. Heck yeah, this is the first time I'm seeing it. So I'm pretty excited that my investment is paying off. Yep. All the way down through there. Alright, we're getting back around to the laurels. And this is north facing. I'm a little out of breath. A lot of crawling, as you can see. Crawl through here because you don't want other people here. And I am on private property. I have permission to be here. No one else should be here. And I do have trail cams on this that sends live pictures to my phone, so I would know if someone has been here. It's the best way to do it. If you're going to invest in something like this, you might as well invest in some trail cams. All right, more ginseng. More, pretty much all up through here on this rock face. Okay, I gotta cross a tree. And here we are. Heavy. And I have to come in and thin this out. This is what I do during the spring. Come in here and dig up the ones that's on top of each other and put them where there's nothing. And you want to leave about 8 inches to a foot apart. You want enough room that when this plant gets big, you can come in here and dig this plant and not disturb any other plant around it, because you do not want to mess with those roots until you are ready to dig them up. You don't ever fertilize them. If you fertilize them, it'll make your root not look like it's wild. It will look like it's cultivated, which means it's not worth nowhere near what wild simulated is worth. Wild simulated pretty much brings about the same wild does. This thick area. Yeah, I mean, when you have 11 pounds, I mean, you're just taking handfuls of this stuff. After a while, I was just sowing patches like grass. And you'll see my rake here. All right, yeah. All that green stuff, all the way down where that tree's leaned over. And this is planted pretty heavy. Like, there's a rock face right there, and all along that rock face in front of it. And then on this side, I left enough room to walk down through there. And you have to keep that in mind when you're planting. Make sure you leave enough room to walk and know where you left your places to walk. Like, if I go trampling right down through there, I'm losing my plants. I'm gonna not have as many. So I left just enough room to go right up through here and then step over. So yeah, here we are. More ginseng. This stuff has come up good. I've got thousands. This is amazing. There's a lot of cold days planting this stuff. Planting in the snow. It was not fun. Whoa. This stuff is everywhere, and we're on north facing right now, so this is like perfect for it. All that green stuff. American ginseng. Yeah, I would like to thank everyone for watching my videos, and hit the subscribe button, and send me a like, send me a comment.